Hey friends, full reactions in the link in the description below, so pause, leave a like, really helps with the channel, subscribe, and come back after you watch the reaction for the discussion. Give you some time to do that. Review and commentary starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Deku versus Kachan in a rematch. This is going to be really exciting. Kachan isn't underestimating Deku this time around, so it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out. This feels deeply emotional for Kachan as well. The person he looked up to most chose Deku, someone Bakugo looked down on all his life, so someone he thought was beneath him. So this fight feels like it's about so much. It feels like it's about settling the discord within his heart. It's about frustration that someone he looked down upon is catching up so quickly. Actually, the fact that he wants this fight might be an acknowledgement of how strong Deku has gotten. And yeah, he sees Deku as someone worth fighting. That's a big shift from before. So it'll be. I'm so excited. I want to watch it right now. But yeah, we were right about who was and wasn't going to pass the licensing exam, but it was really great to see that everyone who failed still has a chance at redemption. They'll take a 3-month course and then take an individual test, or they can wait for the next test, but our characters aren't going to do that. Bakugo was so mad, demanding to see Kirishima score. And then Mineta freaking wanting Todoroki and Bakugo to get left behind so that it would upset the natural order of things. Tenya holding him up by his cheeks is super funny. I would have thought that Tenya wouldn't want anything to do with Mineta's cheeks given what happened to him in that sauna. It's a cheek joke. Never mind. Anyway, Inasa's apology to Todoroki, that head bashing into the ground so feverishly. Oh man. Still doesn't like Todoroki in the end, but that could change over time, especially since I'm guessing they'll be taking that 3-month course together. Um, no surprise that Yaoyorozu scored so high, 94. Yeesh. She barely did anything wrong, and so she's probably the most pro ready in terms of rescue. Hantasero did pretty well too. I guess his tape has a lot of uses when it comes to rescuing as well. Actually, wait. Yaoyorozu, she's technically one of the most broken characters out there, right? Like, I can't believe I didn't think about this before, but could she theoretically create Hantasero's tape or Mina Ashido's acid? I mean, I guess the problem would be that she can't shoot it out like they can. We've talked before about how things that she creates come out at like a pretty slow pace, so she can't direct them and shoot them. Well, I guess she could make a projectile that could shoot them out too, but I don't know. For a second, I was like, wait, does she technically make some of these other characters obsolete? But no, the fact that Hantasero and Mina Ashido can so easily shoot their quirks out is a big uh, advantage they have. Oh god, I just thought Mineta's balls. If Mineta saw Yaoyorozu creating his balls, I think he might go crazy. Just bonk, go to corny jail, Mineta. Deku and Ojiro passed, but were closer to the failing mark than you'd like. But again, they came in with a huge disadvantage because they hadn't gotten hands-on training with rescue before. I'm sure if they took the test again, like right afterwards, they would both have scored much higher. So it's good that they'll be able to use this as a learning opportunity, and still they passed and were able to get their licenses or provisional licenses. Um, I'm also curious why they decided to arbitrarily make the cutoff 100 students for the second round, though, because there might have been someone really good in that group of 100 something students that Inasa took out. And since almost all of the students teamed up with other students from their school, what happens if you're a standout student in a school full of weaklings? You're at an instant disadvantage. So, yeah, it's a little difficult to think that there weren't some good students left behind. And it's not that the better hero, it's not like the better hero you are, the faster you finish in the first round, right? Because Inasa finished first, but then failed in the second round. Just feels like a scenario that's ripe for overlooking good talent. I mean, Tenya of all people almost didn't make it. He was either 99th or 100th. So yeah, the announcer guy was funny in most of the episodes. Just so tired all the time. Hashtag relatable, but that speech he gave at the end was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Really set the tone, and it's pretty inspiring. That scene afterwards with Deku so happy about his provisional license, just such a funny photo. His eyes are so big, and he was so excited to show All Might and his mom. How sweet. Uraraka really just did suppress her feelings, though, and I hope they don't resurface at an inopportune moment, like, I don't know, just in the middle of battle or something. But I don't know. She looked at him with such a knowing smile. I don't know. My heart kind of breaks that she's suppressing her feelings. But yeah, Aizawa agrees to joint training between his class and Miss Joke's class. I think he secretly wants to see Miss Joke again, right? Maybe. But yeah. Oh, I can't believe we haven't talked about this yet. Where the heck is Kami? And how spot on was I a few episodes ago when I said that she had a strong Himiko Toga vibe? Like this really dark, violent, sexual energy. But okay, yeah, like we have less people obsessed with Deku than I thought. Before I was like, it's Shigaraki, Bakugo, Uraraka, Himiko Toga, and now Kami. Turns out not Kami, so only four. But also Kami's missing, right? Like, did the League of Villains kill her? And if not, are they going to keep her captive? Because she could come back and reveal to everyone that she wasn't the one taking the test, and that would probably give away Toga's quirk, right? They might not know it's the League of Villains playing tricks, but they would know something is up. Um, but now we know why Himiko Toga was after blood at the training camp. She only got Uraraka's back then, but she got a bit of Deku's now too, and I don't know what she's planning with them, and I don't know why it's such a big deal for them to infiltrate 1A specifically, because they must know that Bakugo is a lost cause by now. So, what access do they gain by getting their blood now? Why come to this licensing exam? And maybe she got other blood from other students as well. Maybe that's it actually. But yeah, interesting how her quirk works because she took off the Uraraka suit or slid out of it, or it melted off her, but then underneath was Kami, naked. So is it like, okay, if let's say she starts off as Himiko Toga, when she transforms, does she create a bodysuit around her, or does Himiko Toga melt away and you become someone else? And does the length of transformation depend on how much blood you have, or does she only need access to the blood once? I'm guessing it's the first one because if you only have to have the blood once, that would be super super broken. And given the fact that Stain's quirk was also blood related and time limited, I'm guessing Toga's is time limited too. But it clearly lasts longer, a lot longer than Stain's. Um, I think my biggest question though about Himiko Toga is we've heard how she's talked in the past about people she likes. She said to Uraraka that they were the same and that like you want to be the same as the person you like, right? So what if the Himiko Toga that we've seen, Himiko Toga's body, is the body of someone she used to like? What if she gutted her and took her blood because she wanted to be the same as the person she likes? And that is a really chilling thought. Um, what if she's changed so much that she doesn't even remember what she looked like to begin with? Oh, it's terrifying, honestly. And yeah, that now that friendly wave that she did to Deku in between the two rounds is just completely different in retrospect. Yikes. But yeah, this episode was really really good and brought up a lot of questions for me to think about. Oh, we have that talk between All Might and All for One. The way All for One spoke, even though he was the one tied up, shut down behind the glass, it felt like he was the one in control with all the power. And he's planned for this eventuality. He seems convinced that he'll get out at some point, and he's confident that Shigaraki will be able to do just fine without him. And I've theorized before that he might have passed All for One to Shigaraki in case he was taken out by All Might. And I have to wonder if that's the reason why he's so confident Shigaraki will be successful in killing All Might, killing Deku, destroying Hero Society as we know it. And yeah, a really tense conversation between All Might and All for One, though. Two powerless men, both still trying their best to undo each other's plans. And even though their fight has been passed on to their successors, they're both still, it feels like they're both still intimately involved in what will happen in the future. But all right, guys, very, very good episode despite a lack of action. A very, really interesting reveal in Himiko Toga and setting up a big fight between Deku and Kachan. I'm going to give this a 9 or a 9.25 because it's, even though there was a lack of action, it was so uh, enthralling. Excited to continue. Leave a like, really helps with the channel, and I'm going to go watch the next episode right now so I can see that fight. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.